Hey everybody, we're here at the Daily News today and we're going to be showing just how dangerous it is to be inside of a hot car in a North Carolina summer. Today I'm going to turn this video around and show you who we're working with. This is Maxim. He's one of the reporters here at the Daily News, and this is Jeremy Hawley with Pumpkin Center. He's the chief over there. I'm sorry? So Foster, I'm so sorry. And we've got s'mores here that Maxim is going to put inside of a car. We're going to see how long it takes for this to melt. So you want to walk them on over there and tell us what you're doing?
Sure. Putting them on the dashboard. I guess this is the wrong seat. We're just going to leave them in here until the chocolate starts to melt and the marshmallows start to explode.
Yeah, we're going to see how long it's going to take for this to happen, to show just how quickly this can happen and it can overheat inside of a hot car during the summer. And if you guys want to tell us a little bit, Maxim, if you want to talk about some of the things that you've learned today, you're working on a heat story, right?
Yeah, so what tends to happen is people sometimes either forget their kid or their pet inside the car, whether it's because they think they're running out for a minute and they get delayed, or their routine changes, and instead of, say, the husband taking the kid to preschool, it'll be the wife, and she's not used to taking the kid, and she'll forget that the kid or the pet are in the car. And what will happen is they might be in there for like a few minutes, but I think I learned that in an hour the temperature can rise something like 25 degrees. So within the hour you're already in like 100-degree temperatures, and that's very dangerous.
Yeah, does that sound about right, Jeremy?
It's probably less than an hour.
Yeah?
Our problem is within 15 minutes, the temperature rises very rapidly and increases very quick.
And if you want to look over here, we're going to move you back over to the s'mores for a minute, guys. The chocolate has already started to melt on these, on the sides, and it's been in there, what, 60 seconds?
Yep.
And that didn't take very long at all. I know it's right in the direct heat, but still, or the direct sunlight, I mean. That's really hot. I tried to wipe off the dashboard earlier and felt like I burned my fingers just trying to wipe it down. And what are some of the other dangers during the hot summer months that you know about, Jeremy?
People that use air conditioners, window unit air conditioners, we tend to see that they buy a unit for the window. When they take it home, the plug is not right on it, so they'll clip the plug and rewire the plug so it will fit the plug in the house, which is a very fire danger. When that air conditioner starts running, it overloads and it's a very bad fire hazard. People working out in the heat, take frequent breaks. From 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock is the time that they say is the hottest part of the day. So as you are working outside, make sure you hydrate, drink water, plenty of fluids. Along with that, wear light colored clothes, which this right here is very absorbing the sun right now. So wear light colored clothes and take frequent breaks.
Yeah, definitely. And then we were talking earlier about making sure to check on anyone who's elderly who lives nearby, make sure that they have AC. And later this week, we've got one of our reporters, Jeanette, is working on a story letting people know there are going to be fans that are distributed to those who need them. We've got the dates for getting all of that ready now, and hopefully have that out within a few days for you guys at the latest, so that we'll have, if you need one, you'll know where you can pick one up for that. Let's, for those who have just hopped on, we are making s'mores on the dashboard over here. Let's see how they're doing so far. Chocolate looks like it's still melting a little bit more than it was earlier. I'm telling you guys, I'm in a black dress and it is so hot right now. So that's definitely the truth what you're saying with the lighter clothes. I should have probably done that earlier this morning when I was getting dressed.
Also for AC units, if you do happen to have one, it's still not a good idea to leave your kids or your pets in the car. I mean, it might blow out, burn out, whatever might happen to the AC, and it could create a dangerous situation very quickly. So if you do see someone leave their kid or their pet behind in the car, make sure you call 911 immediately, and yeah, give them a chance to survive the heat.
Yeah, and well, with kids, Jeremy, isn't it just it's illegal whether you have AC or not to leave them in the car,
yeah,
right?
it's just law to leave your kid unattended in the car.
What age? Up to what age?
I can't answer that question right off the top of my head.
Okay.
But all I know it is illegal to leave a kid unattended.
And it doesn't matter if you're running into the gas station or you're going grocery shopping.
Right.
Either way. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And you talked to the National Weather Service as well. So are we going to get we haven't talked to them yet? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's been really busy today, guys. I thought that he'd done that earlier. That's my bad. But anybody can feel outside. It doesn't feel like this is going to break any soon. This is, I think, the first heat advisory of the year came out for today. And it's really hot. It looks like we've got some new people watching again, so we're going to just follow up and show you guys. We're making s'mores on a dashboard just to show just how hot it gets inside of a car. It's been in, let's see, about 5 minutes or so, I think, so far. And I've had some people making fun of my s'mores, so if anybody is wanting to jump on that train, I know they look like towers, and I'm fine with it because they're going to taste the same no matter what. Is there anything else about the summertime that you want to take a chance to remind our readers about or give them a heads up?
I can't think of nothing right off the top of my head right now.
Okay.
Just be careful out there.
Definitely.
If you're working. If you feel like you're getting too hot, don't push it. Go ahead and go inside and get cooled off, because going from heat exhaustion to heat stroke can happen very fast, and the ultimate is bad to say, but when you first start feeling too hot, going to a heat stroke happens pretty quick, and it can lead to death. So don't push yourself if you're outside working.
Yeah, definitely good advice. Well, let's go just pan in on the s'mores one more time. I'm going to go through the comments and see if we've got any questions that have come in from you guys. And if you have any, feel free to post them. Cheryl Ramsey says you are the bomb. Erica, you are more than welcome to come down here and grab one. So you probably don't want that one right there. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like
I think the chocolate is melting, and it made the marshmallows fall over.
I just killed them right over.
Yep.
It looks like a couple of other ones are kind of leaning towers at this point too. Alright, so maybe I should have smushed them. So, for next year, smush the s'mores.
I mean, maybe they're hot enough to smush now.
They probably are. And if you guys want to try this at home with your kids, it was super easy to do this. I just got a pan and put some aluminum foil down and then made s'mores. And I am definitely not familiar with the s'more making, so make them however you see fit, and don't necessarily do how I did it. But this is great to show your kids as well, to explain. I think Melissa had brought that up in the comments, to show kids the dangers of leaving people and kids and animals in the car when it's so hot outside, leaving anything. I know a few years ago we had a couple of our editors who went and sat in the car to see how long they could take it before they had to get out. Amanda Humphrey was one of them, and I mean, it wasn't long before they had to get out of that car, and their phones actually died while they were trying to do a live video because they overheated so quickly. And a day like today, you leave your phone in the car, it's not going to work. Maxim, why don't you reach in there and see how smushy it's not a word, I know, but how how melty, how smushy the...
The marshmallows are still pretty resistant, but the chocolate's pretty much liquid at this point.
Man, yeah, it is.
It's only 107 meters back.
Now we have one of our employees come over and he's saying it's at 117 heat index.
It said 107 on mine about an hour ago. So
107. Yeah, that's some melted chocolate.
I think that chocolate's
Right now it's 95 degrees with the heat index. It feels like 108 right now.
I feel that. And there is like hardly any breeze right now.
And I would probably say the temperature inside that car right now probably 125 degrees.
Yeah, you could feel a difference when you reached in there, right, Maxim?
Yeah, it's an oven.
Yeah. I want to go ahead and say that I will not be the one picking up this pan unless we can find some oven mitts because that thing is going to be so hot. So how long do you think before the marshmallows start to melt, Jeremy?
Oh, probably about 15 minutes.
15 minutes. So that'll be about 5 minutes from now. So we'll keep this going for another 5 minutes and see where the marshmallows stand at that point. Chocolate's done.
You can see where some of the marshmallows are getting a lean to it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see where that one right there. It's starting to melt a little bit right there.
Yeah, you can see that. We'll zoom in so you guys can see that better. Some of the marshmallows are starting to melt a little bit. And you said you were there, we'll pan around back here for a minute for those who are just joining us. You were there with Jacksonville Fire and Emergency Services, what, 2 years ago, I think, when they did the thermometer and did the s'mores on the fire truck dashboard. Can you kind of recap that for us?
Basically what we're doing right here, we set marshmallow inside the car and just show how quick the temperature build up and melted down.
I can't remember. It got, I think, like 118 in the car.
I can't remember, but
I know it got up to a crazy amount, and it was really fast too. It got up really quickly with that. And you guys try to do something like that about annually or so, trying to...
yeah.
I know a lot of the volunteer fire departments were posting on Facebook showing, reminding firefighters when they're out in the heat and they've got the extra heat on them.
Oh, yeah.
They have to hydrate.
Oh, yeah.
And that is something important for everybody to keep in mind when it's hot out like this.
And you look at the firefighter aspect of it, we got an extra 30 to 50 pounds that we carrying extra, and it takes it don't take long for somebody to overheat. So just like within my organization, I'm also affiliated with Jacksonville Fire and Emergency Services too. We can't stress enough the hydration, drinking plenty of fluids. Water is the preferred. When we say fluids, we don't mean Mountain Dews and Dr. Peppers and sweet tea, because that's actually not good for you. It is a fluid, but it's not good for you. But you know, water is the preferred drink.
What about drinks like Gatorade or anything like that? Are those?
If you're using Gatorade, Gatorade is kind of a fluid electrolyte replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps, but it's also full of sugar too. So what they recommend if you're out sweating real heavy, you know, mix it half and half with water and Gatorade, or drink a Gatorade and then drink a water. You know, don't solely depend on Gatorade as your source of fluids that you drink. Water is the best drink.
Yeah, definitely. All right, before we pan back over to the s'mores, Maxim, you want to talk about just a reminder for people of the story you'll have out later on the heat?
Yeah, so I'm writing a story now about how dangerous it is to forget your pets or your children in the cars, as a general story reminding you to stay safe in the heat this summer. So there's a heat emergency warning out right now, and it's just June, and I think the worst month where overheating is July, so the worst is still coming out.
Yeah, anybody who's been in North Carolina for any summer at all knows that the humidity out here is horrible, and it just makes it even more oppressive when you go outside in the summer here. So let's pan back around. Let's see, we've been in there almost 15 minutes now. Let's see how they're looking. All right, Maxim, you want to smush them? We'll just keep going with that word.
Smush them a little more.
Yeah, see? They feel resisting, or are they melting?
Oh yeah. They're melting down.
Yeah, they are. Are the graham crackers getting kind of mushy?
I
Are
think
they
the graham
still-
crackers are fine.
They are? But the ones on the bottom aren't.
Oh yeah.
Take a couple of the crackers off top of it,
Okay.
or some of them, and see what happens then.
Okay, take the top off this one at the end. And let's see what or leave it off and
Yeah.
let's see what happens to it. And just put it on the side. Just don't touch that pan. So it's got to be hot. It's like a river of chocolate on some of these. I mean, it's almost deceiving with the ones that you haven't like touched at all, because it looks like it hasn't melted that much, but I mean, even just lightly touching on them like you did earlier, just completely melted them.
I'm definitely melting out here.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely hot out here just standing outside the car. I can't even imagine sitting inside it right now.
When I get out of the car, she gets the driver's seat.
Wish we had a thermometer of some sort to put out here and see what temperature it is inside the car.
Well, he was right.
So Jeremy, what do you think is going to happen with these on the end that have now been exposed to the sun?
You can see this one right here, they're starting to melt down a little bit more right there.
Oh yeah.
You can see them starting to melt down.
Yeah.
Like that one over there. You see how they're leaning that way? So, it's not taking that long.
Mm-mm. So I say we give it just a couple more minutes. For those who have who weren't here earlier, we are melting s'mores on a dashboard in my car out here, just to show how dangerous it is to leave any person or any animal inside of a car during the hot summer. I think Jeremy was saying earlier it's 11 to 4. 11 to 4 is the worst times during the day. It looks like one of the little guys over there is faltering.
You over there fell over now.
Mm-hmm. My glasses keep sliding down my face too.
So we're probably at what's the time limit that we start to see noticeable effects on this?
So we started seeing the chocolate effects within, say, 60 seconds, I'd say. And I think the first tower fell over maybe 5 minutes into it. We're about at 17 minutes in now. All right, so let's you want to see if it's too hot to handle first of all. See if we can bring them out and test some of the other ones. Too hot?
Yeah, this is really hot.
Okay. See if maybe there's something inside in the kitchen, maybe, or some towels that we can bring out here. Meanwhile, we'll just take a look at this.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's melted big time. It's kind of deceiving because you've got that case on the outside, and on the inside it's all melted.
Looks like we got some perfectly good s'mores.
Good. I mean, that was half the point, right?
So if anybody's in the area that
Yeah,
wants
really.
some s'mores, you are very welcome to stop by and taste one.
Yeah, definitely. Some car s'mores. For those of you who see it looks like we doubled in watchers. We are melting s'mores on my dashboard right now just to show how hot it gets in cars. These have been in here for about 18, 19 minutes. So just running into the store, what you think might be real quick, it's not okay to leave your animals, your dogs, your cats, your kids in the car. It's just too hot for them right now. Alright, Maxon's got some paper towels. He's going to see if he can drag this out. Jeremy smushed the rest of these down. It looks like all the marshmallows have melted.